Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an updated and current foundation routine. If you have been watching my last couple, not my last couple, but a majority of my tutorials, it's mostly just an eye tutorial. I don't show you my full face and what I do to make this skin look like it's not dead. And I have been asked plenty of times for the last couple of weeks to film a foundation routine, so today I'm here to sit down and do so for you guys. Why do I keep moving so much? Alright, well I'm not going to talk too much since I'm going to be talking throughout the whole tutorial. We're going to just get the ball rolling. And as always, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Please subscribe. And if you're new to my channel, hey, what's up? I am Monika. So nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. You are amazing. I appreciate you and I love you, so thank you so much. So much. Alright guys, I said I wasn't going to talk a lot, but I'm talking a lot, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into my foundation routine. Okay, so my skin is already moisturized, so I'm going to be jumping in with my face primer. Today I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth Primer. They have like a pink one, I forgot what that one's for. They have a green one that's for redness, and then this one is to blur and smooth out any pores or fine lines. So anything that blurs out the pores and the fine lines is like what I need in my life, so that's what I always gravitate towards when it comes to a primer. Of course there's different primers out there for different skin types and different kind of finishes, but 9 times out of 10 I usually go for a primer that blurs out all. So I usually let that sit for about 5 minutes, that way it can like really sink into the skin and get nice and warmed up and ready to go. Okay, so while that is setting into the skin, let me just tell you why you should prime. So when you think of it as like when you're painting your room, you put a primer on your wall, right? To make the paint stick. Must I say more? If you want your foundation and all your makeup to last all day, you will use a primer. That is going to just ensure that your makeup and the longevity of your makeup is going to go the whole 9 yards. It's going to last 9 to 5 from the beginning of your work shift to the end, or the beginning of your day to the end, whatever whatever the case may be. So if you think that your foundation is slipping and sliding everywhere and you're creasing a lot and something like that, it's probably because you're not putting a primer, or you might need a different kind of primer for your skin. Know your skin type, go to Sephora and ask them the best primer for you. That's what I do, but usually I just kind of go to the drugstore, and this is my favorite drugstore primer next to, they have a baby skin primer, which is like strictly for like pore erasing. It's called the Pore Eraser. It's like the dupe for the Benefit, what's it called? You guys know. Oh, POREfessional. There it goes. POREfessional. So yeah, if you want your makeup to last all day, make sure you prime. Okay, so for foundation today, I was gonna do like my more light coverage type of thing, but I'm gonna go just full on what I would normally do, which is a full coverage foundation look. So I'm gonna take my foundation, and the foundation I'm using is the MILANI Conceal and Perfect Foundation, and I just apply that all over my face with the little like pump stick thing that it comes in the foundation. Okay, so I have the foundation just all over my face, and I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Beauty Sponge and just bouncing and pressing and patting all the foundation into my skin. This foundation is pretty full coverage, but it's like a medium to full. However, this sponge I feel like doesn't absorb so much product. Usually with this MILANI foundation, I go in with some kind of like flat kabuki to like buff it out to get the most out of the product, since the Beauty Blender and even my Real Techniques blending sponge like picks up so much of the foundation that I got a better application with the brush, but For some reason, this sponge just like does not do me wrong, you know? It just like, it's amazing. My friend Blanca's blogs on Instagram and on YouTube, I'm pretty sure her name is just Blanca Vasquez, but she does makeup too. I will put her channel down below or on the screen for you. She actually recommended me this sponge and she raved about it. So I was like, okay, I will go buy it because if she likes it, I know I'll like it. And I love it, so thanks, girl. All right, now that our foundation is applied, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in the shade 25, which is medium. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply it just in my highest points and also underneath the eyes. Kind of doing like an upside down triangle and then taking it up to the higher points. I also take some on my nose and on my little chinny chin on my cupid's bow. And I have a pretty small forehead, so I don't really apply concealer on my forehead. I'll just take whatever is left over and just apply it there. So I'm gonna take the same beauty sponge and pretty much just blend all of that out. And then I'll take like the other side of my beauty blender and kind of just like diffuse any like lines that may have been caused by applying the light concealer and then with the foundation. I just want to make sure everything looks nice and blended all out. Now to set my concealer and to set all of my face, I'm going to be taking my RCMA No Color Setting Powder. And I'm going to just put some on my little dish I have right here. And then I'm gonna actually, where's my mirror? I'm gonna take my mirror and just really blend it out one last time before I set it. I'm gonna keep looking up, that way I don't make any more creases. And then I'm gonna first just press a generous amount of that powder right into like the eye socket. And that way I know that area is set, so I can go ahead and set everything else and now I don't have to worry about my under eye creasing. So I get like some creasing around my smile line, so I'm gonna really press and pat the powder in that area and kind of like press the powder into the skin too and kind of blend that out. And then I'll go on top of it and bake it. Okay, so now that we look like Santa Claus and we have a white beard and we're looking a little crazy, I'm gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes or so. Just bake a little bit, get it cooking around here. That way everything can just look nice and brightened. And yeah, I'm just gonna let it sit. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, so I don't like to, well, I mean, okay, I don't want to say I don't like to, but I prefer not setting the rest of my face with a foundation powder because then it's just going to give me an extra layer of coverage on all these areas, and I just, you know, sometimes I'm just not about that life unless like I want that extra coverage, but we have a pretty good coverage right now. So what I'm going to do is brush off all the excess powder that I have on my highlighting areas that I used to bake, and I'm going to use that to set the rest of my face. So I'm going to brush everything from my under eye down, brushing everything down so it could fall on the other areas. And then we're going to gently just press and pat that powder and also bring it on all areas where the foundation was applied. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing. I'm gonna be taking my, boom, my Butter Bronzer by Physicians formula. Mine's pretty much dead, you guys. There's pretty much hardly a lot of product in here, but I still, homegirl still makes it work, okay? I figure it out. I do a little till I get a lot of the product on there. And I'm just gonna use this to add some more warmth back into my skin. Sometimes the powder, you just like have a feeling it kind of washes you out, especially since like you have the highlighting areas and then the powder set. There's no like dimension there yet. So we're gonna go ahead and give everything a little bronze. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take a big fluffy brush, and I'm honestly not being like precise with this. I'm not using this to contour, I'm just using this to add some more life and some warmth to my skin. So I'm just adding a generous amount pretty much everywhere I could put it, just so I don't look like so white and dead. Look at those baby hairs, you guys. Oh my goodness, I cannot deal. So now we are nice and bronzed. Before I go in with like my contouring shade, I like to highlight first. That way I can avoid anything looking muddy, putting the light on top of the brown like that. So I'm gonna go in with my highlight, and today I'm gonna be taking by Essence Beauty. I think it's Essence Beauty. I just call it Essence Beauty, but it's just called Essence. Beauty sounds nice. But by Essence, it's their Pure Nude Highlighter, and it looks like this. Oh, you guys. By the way, this was $4. Just saying. It is so like, it's so pretty, and it's just so like a glow from within type of thing. This is probably one of my favorite highlights. I probably discovered this gem like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, and I have just been dying, especially when you like spritz your brush with some type of setting spray. It just like makes it even more metallic-y and just more like, I wouldn't even say metallic-y, it just gives you like a better, more strong glow. Right now this is very subtle, but yeah, it's still just like, boom, hello, I'm here, what's up? So now I'm gonna be going in with my contouring shade, and it's this little baby tester from Too Faced. It's their Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It says bronzer, but I use this as my contouring shade. It's like the perfect cool tone shade, and I'm using like this little Real Techniques contour brush. I've always used these to dust away the powder from underneath my eyes, but it says it's a contour brush, so the other day I used it as a contour brush, and you guys, it works so well. So what I do is, I'm gonna put my mirror down. I already have my hair back, this kind of helps, so what I like to do is bring it kind of up into my hairline. So I do a little like this. You gotta think chiseled. You gotta think, all right, I'm gonna look like Kim Kardashian, not Kanye West. All right, cool. And then you just go for it, you know. I'm gonna bring it up towards like my ear. And I'm not passing my eye. I'm keeping it like right where my wing starts basically, and where my outer corner is, and I'm not passing that. So you can see how this already like brings this cheek in and more defined than this side. Really casting that shadow with the contouring shade really helps add dimension to the face and helps make your face appear slimmer. When you're contouring, a trick that I've learned is thinking of your face like a 3. So your contouring powder is going to go across your forehead, 1, your cheekbone, 2, and your jawline, 3. Get it? Like a 3, or even like kind of like an E but backwards. It's the same thing. And that's something that really did help me. And I'm even going to take whatever's left on here and kind of round out my chin and just do like a V shape underneath. Make that look a little more pointy. And then taking the smallest amount of the powder, I'm going to run this simply down the sides of my nose. And bam, nose is contoured. I love this brush because it's so small and it just goes right into the right little spots. Alright, so we are almost done. I'm going to move on to blush. Today I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Color Icon Pearlescent Pink blush. Look at that, so pretty. Just like the perfect blush color. I'm just going to brush that basically right on top of my contour. It's going to help lift my face and give us like a youthful look, and that's pretty universal for any face shape, and that just really works out and complements it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my fluffy brush and just blend that all out. So we're almost done. What I'm gonna do now is set my face and then go in with another layer of that glow. So setting powder is awesome because what it does for your foundation is right now it's kind of looking a little powdery, and a little cakey. So what helps really make the makeup look like skin is the setting spray. So let me show you guys. And I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. So what I think really helps make my foundation stay longer is the setting spray as well. And then like kind of fanning my face. If I had something near me where I could fan it, I would, but I got my good old trusty hands here to help me. And as you can see, that really like softened everything up, and it makes everything look very skin-like, not like makeup, if that makes sense. Obviously we have makeup on. Does makeup channel. But you know what I mean? This gives us a really pretty like underneath the skin type of look. So now for the last layer of glow, I'm going to take the setting spray and spritz my little fan brushy. What is on my neck? I am dropping everything, you guys. I am a mess. Accept me for who I am. I am a human being, and I'm a mess, okay? This is just not... So since I was a mess, my brush probably dried, so I'm going to do it one more time and then kind of air that out, speed up the process a little bit. I'm going to go right back into the highlight, and we're just going to go give it one more round and even bring it up above my eyebrow. I'm going to take the same and highlight the Cupid's bow and my nose. So that's pretty much the foundation and everything done. I'm going to go ahead and finish my eye makeup off camera and apply a lip color, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, and that's going to wrap it up for this foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like this video and give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, because I would so appreciate it. And just thank you so much for everyone who is subscribed and who is watching. Thank you. I love you guys truly and deeply, and just I'm so just so thankful for all of you and letting me be myself on here and not judging me. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much for that. I don't have anything else to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are, or whatever time it may be. As always, I'll check you guys out in my next one. Bye!